Your future is the result of the effort that you put in today. If you're not putting in the effort today, you are not going to get the result that you're hoping for. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Gina Zaveri and I'm here to share my life experiences and lessons with you. Have you been thinking, when will my life come back to normalcy? When will I be able to meet my loved one? What will happen in the next 6 months of my life? Will I be able to achieve the goals that I've set for myself this year? Well, if you've been thinking of all those things, you are not alone. Most of the people in the world right now are thinking of the exact same things, including me. Coronavirus has brought about a huge change in this world, and with change comes uncertainty. You know, about 1.5 years ago, that is in the beginning of 2020, I had these amazing plans for my life and my business. I was pumped up, energized, and super excited, looking forward to do anything and everything to achieve these goals. And all of a sudden, with the pandemic, my life felt like a chaos. I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I was so anxious about my future, and I was confused. I didn't know what is going to happen in the future. That's when I realized something really important. I realized that even though I was robbed of time, I was also given the gift of time. I could do so many things that I would have never done if it weren't for the pandemic. So here are a few things that I did to bring about more clarity in my life. And I'm going to share those with you right now. So guys, if you're feeling uncertain about your personal life, then this is what you need to do. Guys, reflecting back on your life is so important because it brings you closer to your true identity and brings you in touch with your real feelings and emotions. How often have you really asked yourself if you're happy in this relationship, if you're happy doing this job, if you are really fulfilled in your life right now? You generally don't ask these questions because you're so busy doing things in your daily routine. So take out just a little bit of time and write those things down. What I did was I started journaling. Now, I'll be explaining more about journaling a bit later on my channel, but it's fairly simple. You can just Google it and do as much research as you want to do about it and start doing it right away. But if you're one of those people for whom journaling doesn't work, then you can try meditating, or you can try reading thought provoking books, or maybe listening to podcasts based on topics that you want to get clarity on, or maybe even get in touch with a coach. Guys, journaling was something that really moved the needle in my life. I sat down and I wrote the answers for the most difficult questions that I've ever asked myself. And that really got me close to who I am. And it gave me a lot of clarity, and I'm sure it will give you a lot of clarity as well. If you're looking for clarity in your career, here is what you should do. I've been doing this since many years. I have tried so many things in my life, career wise. I have hopped and skipped off so many different fields and industries, and finally, here I am. I had never imagined myself talking in front of the camera because it's very unlike me, and even though how nervous I am right now, it just is what I really wanted to do and is what I really was meant to do. And I figured this out only when I started doing a lot of these things. You will never get that kind of clarity if you've just done one thing in your life. So question yourself, if you really feel fulfilled and if you're really happy and love your work, then great. But if you're not, try new things because this is what will help you bring more clarity in your career. If you're uncertain about what is going to happen in the future, this is what you need to do. Instead of thinking about what is going to happen, feeling anxious about it, put in the effort. because your future is a result of the effort that you put in today. So, what are you doing to make sure that your future looks a certain way? If you're really anxious about whether or not you'll have a particular job once everything gets back to normal, well, then this is a time to train yourself to becoming better at your job. If you're uncertain about something that is outside of your control, focus on another aspect of your life. If you cannot do anything about your career, focus on your health or focus on your relationships. Get better at those. So, guys, these are my tips for finding more clarity in uncertain times like